Artificial intelligence had feelings. Its ego might be a little bruised right now. World champion Go player Lee Sedol has finally racked up a win against Google's AlphaGo software. But the win is more for pride than anything else. The AI won the first 3 games of the best-of-5 series and therefore has an unbeatable lead. Now the 5th and final match is on Tuesday. Now, it's one thing to be able to stare down your opponent, reading their every expression, but when it's man versus machine, artificial intelligence easily wins the battle of the mind game. European Go champion Fan Hui learned just that when playing Google's AI last year. I asked him how difficult it is when your opponent literally has no emotion.
When we play the real Go game with another people, we don't need talk, but I can feel something. You feel good my move, you feel bad my move, maybe you feel another thing, but I can feel something by you. But play with AlphaGo, you feel nothing. So when you play, you have more than more questions about yourself. For beginning, I just think my move is okay. But more than more, because AlphaGo gives me zero information, more than more, I ask questions. My move is real good, maybe it's bad. All the time I choose my move. So more than more, it look like I play my move, and AlphaGo play another move. I think, oh, why I don't choose this one? Maybe another one is better. Look like this, you will lose more than more confidence.
You can feel his frustration. Now, as Fan points out, it is a whole new mind game when you're playing a computer. But Google engineers expect their program to adopt a very human trait by learning from its mistakes. DeepMind co-founder and CEO Demis Hassabis describes the loss as very valuable. Now, I spoke with him earlier, asking how it feels to have created such powerful AI.
To be honest with you, it's pretty hard to take in. I don't think it's sunk in yet, and I don't think it will sink in for many weeks to, in the future. So, we're sort of exhilarated and excited about how the match has gone, and also quite relieved.
Now, during Game 4, you tweeted about the mistake that AlphaGo made that cost it the game. You said this, quote, mistake was on move 79, but AlphaGo only came to that realization on around move 87. And what I find very curious about that is how does a machine come to realize it made a mistake? Because that seems very human-like to me.
Yes, I was meaning that in kind of a logical way. So Mr. Lee played an incredible move on move 78 that AlphaGo did not predict. So AlphaGo gave the chances of him making that move less than 1 in 10,000. So in some sense, that really shocked AlphaGo, the system, and then for a few moves, it got confused and misevaluated the position it was in. And it was only a few moves later, on move 87, that it realized in the sense that the evaluation of the position became more accurate again, and it realized that it was actually in a really bad position.
And let's talk about how AlphaGo works, because it's not pre-programmed. It doesn't rely on brute force search. It actually uses deep learning in neural networks. What does that mean to a general audience?
That's right. So this is a very different type of program to maybe the Deep Blue program that beat Garry Kasparov. Most AI programs are programmed directly with the solutions, and then the program kind of dumbly executes that solution. With AlphaGo, it's very different. We use neural networks to allow AlphaGo to learn, first of all, by looking at professional games and learning the kinds of patterns professional human players make. And then it tries to get better than human players by practicing through self-play, playing against older versions of itself and learning from its own mistakes. So if it makes a mistake that led to a loss, it will slightly adjust its system and to make that the chance of that mistake slightly less in the future.
And when you watch AlphaGo, this is your creation. Are you amazed by what it's picked up and what it's learned and what it's capable of doing?
Yeah, we are really amazed, and it's thanks to the amazingly talented AlphaGo team working on this. We've only been working this for a couple of years, so it's a relatively short amount of time, and AI experts in the field thought this moment would be more than a decade away, even as recently as last year. And the Go world and Mr. Lee himself before the match were predicting a 5-0 whitewash for Mr. Lee, or minimum 4-1 to Mr. Lee. So for us to be here sitting now 3-1 up at the end of Game 4 is pretty astounding for us, and you know, it's quite amazing for us to think about that.
And many high-profile individuals, from Elon Musk to Bill Gates, Stephen Hawking, have talked about their fear and their concern about AI. How do you address those concerns?
Well, we think about AI as a tool that can enhance the capabilities of the human experts using those tools. And you know, we have to be very cognizant about the way we design these systems, and also how we decide to deploy them. So there are definitely big, important issues there to be addressed and to be thought about. Of course, our AI systems are still just playing games currently, but in the future, as they get more powerful, we'll have to make sure that we use them in ethical ways, and we deploy them for the good of humanity as a whole, and not for the benefit of the few.